Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in for another video, guys. Today we're going to talk about a hook that's been new to the market now, I'm going to say for probably about 6 months, but I'm really surprised it has not gotten more press and been picked up by the general angling community better. Because honestly, I think that this is going to be the wave of the future. You've heard me talk about similar styles of hooks, or at least doing things, modifying your current hooks to be very much like this bait. So I want to talk about this. Before I do get into it, I want to remind you guys that if you want to support the channel, please use my Tackle Warehouse affiliate link. I'll put that in the video description for you. Also, if you're looking for more content from me, check out my members only page. I do a bunch of extra videos a month, as well as a monthly live stream, and you can have direct access to me to ask me your questions. All right, guys, so let's talk about this hook. You know, a while back, I'm not even going to say that long, probably 3 months ago, I did a video where I talked about one of the best things that you can do to improve your hookup percentage is to open up your hooks a little bit. It really does not matter what hooks we're talking about. It could be a Texas rig, so you could be talking about an EWG hook. It could be a wobble head. Whatever it is, guys, it was just simply about opening up the hook a little bit, meaning you take the hook and you open it. Now, the key with that is what it does is it gives you more room, more gap to hook the fish, meaning more room for your hook point to stick the fish somewhere within its mouth. The problem with that is if you open it too much, you can actually weaken the hook, so you get more flex in it. So there's a very specific amount of opening you want to do before you actually start to weaken the hook. Well, when I did that video, there were several people that commented to me about how there's a newer hook made by Owner called the Haymaker that kind of already does that. So this hook is something that appealed to me. I couldn't get my hands on it because they were sold out everywhere for a while. But the other key to the Haymaker is it kind of solves the question of whether you should use an EWG hook or a straight shank hook when you're flipping. So Owner came out with this guy specifically for flipping heavy cover, meaning it's a heavy wire hook, but they've actually opened the hook up for us already. As you can see, there's more gap here. So it's almost like a hybrid between a straight shank hook and an EWG hook. So you get the best of both worlds. You get the increased gap of your straight shank hooks. You get the weedlessness and the ease of rigging the bait like you do with an EWG style hook. This is the Haymaker right here. So you still can get that very good weedlessness where you just kind of pinch the bait over the tip of the hook right there, which is one of my biggest pet peeves anytime talking about fishing with a straight shank. You really go through a lot of baits because the bait is never really rigged straight on it. An EWG style hook does such a better job at locking your bait in and keeping your bait in one line, which allows it then to not be blown out as much every time you set the hook. Well, this Haymaker hook kind of solves that whole situation where you still can line your worm up pretty good, but it gives you the increased gap. And this is an extremely stout hook. So it's already been created to have that opening. So you're not opening it and potentially weakening the hook. So this is something that I've been very impressed with. I've been fishing with this now since the start of the year. I flipped with it down on Okeechobee and down in Florida. I fished with it over at Clark's Hill. And I gotta tell you, I am very, very impressed with this hook. It's going to be one of my primary flipping hooks now just because I feel like I have the best of both worlds. I've got a hook that's got an increased hookup percentage because it's got more gap. I've got a bait that I can still rig in a similar fashion to an EWG style hook. And right now, I'm going to continue using it because to me, like I said, it solves that question of what hook should I use? Well, you go with this hybrid style hook and it gives you the best of both worlds. So I'd be curious to know from you guys out there, if you've thrown the Owner Haymaker hook, what is your opinion on it? Do you feel like it is an improved hook for your flipping and pitching and your Texas rigs? Or do you think you still prefer an EWG style or a straight shank? And I'd love to know why. Like, to me, this is really solving the question of them all. And as long as they come out with a bunch of sizes, all the way from, say, a size 1/0 all the way up to a 6 or 7/0, I think they're going to have a winner on their hands. I mean, I'm really surprised we're not hearing a lot more people fishing with this. I know there was a little bit of buzz about it when it first came out, which is why those first couple stocks were sold out, but you can get them now. I mean, they're kind of popping up all over the place, and it seems like we're not hearing about them as much. So let me know, guys, because to me, you really should probably check out the Owner Haymaker hook. You know, this says that they do come with a size 1/0 up to a 5/0, so you've got all the different sizes. You know, it says on the back, it's a truly one-of-a-kind design. The extra wide gap can accommodate any soft bait for any presentation. The angled super needle point fishes like a straight shank in perfect position for a quick, powerful hook set. This features the silky gray frictionless finish that encourages superior hook penetration. So like I said, I guess I didn't even read the back, but it's one of those things that does combine the best of both worlds. So guys, I encourage you, I give this 2 thumbs up. The Owner Haymaker hook, I'll put the link in the video description for you. I'd love to know what you guys are seeing. Are you seeing better hookups, better landing percentage, more fish going in the boat because of it? Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. We'll have a new video coming out tomorrow. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Stay tuned. New one coming out tomorrow.